Welcome to Trapping Inc., Season 5, Episode 1. Can you believe it? We've made it this far. This episode here is going to be on an animal that we get a lot of requests for, and that is wolf. We spend a lot of time and effort trying to trap wolves. What I've got here are what I considered past failures or lack of success previous years, where we've set out baits, we've caught wolves, but the wolves, they have mange, they have disease. It's a problem with a pack animal, more so with wolves than it is with coyotes, because wolves are in such close proximity to one another. So follow along. These have been caught over the last 2 winters, and we have just never put them on TV because we we were ambivalent about showing the diseased animals, but in reality, it just goes to show how overpopulated they are, how important it is for man to control the population.
Welcome to Trapping Inc. I'm Sandy Mellon, and it is Christmas Eve. We haven't been out here for very long today, but we came to check a wolf bait that's not too far from the cabin. And you can see they've been here. There isn't a whole lot left over. There's some stink bait in the pail over there. And then this is the paunch, frozen paunch, that's left here from the bait. So we're gonna go have a look. There's lots of tracks around. And our snares and stuff are just back in here. So come on along.
Yeah, look at the wolf tracks. Hey, they can walk on top of that snow sand that you sink into.
Uh-huh, you're funny.
Trapping is the cornerstone that Canada was built on. Brave and sometimes crazy men and women, fueled by the lucrative fur trade, explored and mapped our great nation. Hundreds of years have passed since then, but trapping still remains vibrant, strong, and steeped in the ancient traditions. The fur bearers still follow the old paths and live as dictated by thousands of years of instinct. Fur only gets prime in the harsh temperatures of winter, and trappers must respect and prepare for the weather. Trapping's past is firmly rooted in history, but today, the gear and techniques have changed. Canada is still known for the best wild fur in the world, and today our pelts are sold on the global market. Our community is large, and our numbers are growing. We are trappers. This is what we do, and where we belong. Join us in our adventures. Welcome to Trapping Inc., the face of today's trapper. The first one was right on the main trail, right straight ahead of you.
Right straight ahead of me. What do you see that I don't see?
Where the snare was.
Oh.
And it looks like a coyote was. The wolves made meal of them. Look at that.
Oh.
You sent this one right here on the main trail.
Yeah.
Look here. Just grab it over there around that tree.
Oh,
see?
there. Huh. Something's gone missing.
And it looks like they go this way here. Is this how? Oh yeah, look at the fur through the bush. And you got lots of fur over there?
Yeah, lots of fur here. Yeah. All through here.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of fur. Oh, look at this. Oh. Well, I wonder if they ate the whole thing.
Oh yeah, they won't have left nothing.
Really?
We could walk around, but as far as you see blood here, you might find a skull. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, look at the bones.
Yeah. lower jawbone, maybe? Part of the lower jawbone or part of the eye socket, maybe?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Ha. Well, that's too bad. There goes $100.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a big dark, he'd be a dark northern coyote, bush coyote here. He wouldn't be no $100, but.
Well, I can always pretend.
This is
What about those $300 or $400 beaver? Haven't we caught any of those yet?
Not this year, no. I just got the regular beaver this year, the $3 or $4 ones.
Trapping Inc. is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Old Smokes Coffee, crafted coffee for the courageous. Get your favorite brew online at oldsmokescoffee.com. Halfords, unique beyond compare. In store or online, we have all your trapping needs. Find us online at halfordsmailorder.com. Range Road Enterprises. See our full line of firewood processors, wood splitters, sawmills, and more online at range-road.ca. Carl's Ice Sport Optics. It's not just a rifle scope, it's a relationship for life. See the new V4 models online at gentech-intl.com.
You can keep up with all the action at trappinginc.com or join our Facebook and YouTube sites.
So up here you'll see we put a beaver up in a tree. It was a damage control beaver that we got this earlier this year. And we rubbed wolf gland lure on it, and that is up high, so it tends to, with the wind coming through here and whatnot, tends to spread it out a little bit more. And you can see that they've all been here. Look at all this activity under here. They've all been trying to figure out a way to get up there and get them.
Yeah, look at the tracks.
Yeah.
There's some big ones, huh?
Tons of tracks through here. Yeah, oh yeah, there's some big tracks.
Well, our next string is over here.
Okay.
We've got a whole bunch of snares, well, half a dozen scattered through this bush through here.
Yeah.
We're trying to see if there's anything in one without actually going in there.
Yeah, there's tons of tracks.
Oh yeah, lots of track. They've been here, but you know, you don't feed a wolf long for a gut pile, right?
Yeah. Can you see that other snare?
Look to your left more, I think. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Right under that tree. Yeah. Right under that tree. You see him? Looks like he's really dark. He's right.
Oh, right there, right in front of me.
Hang on. Why don't you come here for a sec and let me drag him out of there, because I got more snares there. I really don't want to pollute the area, right?
Oh, you don't want to cut me out of one either?
Here's more's the pity, he's mangy.
Oh,
Look at that.
no. Poor thing.
I don't know if it's mange or if it's just springy or whatever, but yeah, it's mange. Hair coming out of him everywhere. See?
Yeah. Was dark at one point.
Yeah, it was a nice dark wolf at one point.
Yeah.
But that's the way she goes. Still got a big head on him.
Young dog though, hey?
I think this year's pup. He seems to weigh, oh, and he smells too. That mange smells so bad. He seems to weigh in that 70-pound range, something like that. So he's nice that way, but it's unfortunate the rest of it's a waste. So I'll drag him away from here and drop him out somewhere else. All the birds got to eat too, I guess. That's too bad. Well, we had quite a bit of action here, Sam. You caught a coyote, which this guy probably has a belly full of.
Yeah, probably.
And got the one here. Just the others, nothing's tripped the other snares here. So definitely it wasn't a very dominant male or wolf in the pack, or the others would have circled around with it. Nothing circled at all. So I didn't go in and look, but I could see there's nothing else there. No disturbances. So
All right.
let's drag this out of here. We'll have to reset some snares and throw a little more bait out there.
Okay.
And now for Halford's Trapper's Tip of the Week.
On today's tech tip, I want to talk a little bit about the cable that we use for our wolf snares. Now, this is an old Ford versus Chevy argument from a long, long ways back. Everybody's got their own preference. Probably the most popular right now is 3/32. It is what is used usually in conjunction with the kill springs. If we don't have kill springs on, people will go up to a 1/8 of an inch, and you've seen that's very, very successful. What we've got here, though, is there's two different ways to make it, and the constructions are 7x7, and the other is 1x19. So it's got to do with how the cable's wrapped in that, but it gives you two very, very different cables. One, the 7x7, is referred to as soft cable. And there, I hold out the exact same amount of cable, and you can see by the difference in how the droop in it that the 1x19 is much, much stiffer. The 7x7 is a lot softer, a lot more droop. You can see that right here. So what that means is that this 1x19 will throw a really nice, will hold a much nicer, see how round that stays, even at that size. Now that's about a 20-inch by 20-inch snare right there, which is the common size for a wolf. It holds it a lot better. However, it's stiffer. It doesn't snug down as tight. Now, when I'm pulling right now, I can feel a lot of resistance when I get it down to that small. The 7x7, the softer, there I start to hit the same resistance. So there's quite a bit of difference. There's quite a bit of difference that way. What's best? I don't know. They're just about identical for break strength, for chewing out, for everything else. It comes down to personal preference and what works for you.
That was Halford's Trapper's Tip of the Week.
Okay, you've seen the hair and the wolf turds on the ground there where the coyote was ate. That's our version of a coy wolf here in Alberta. Wolves hate coyotes, plain and simple. Let's take a look. Let's do a drone shot here and take a look at what the area looks like where I'm actually setting my snares. With any animal, wolves no exception, you're looking for a pinch point or a focal point. So what I've done is I've set my bait out on the lake. And if you take a look at it, the side of the lake that the snowmobile is on is to the west. So the wind most often blows from the west or northwest here. So that means that's blowing onto the east shore, and that's where the wolves are going to come at it. Wolves are never ever going to come trotting down the lake and trot into the bait. They're going to take and circle around, and they're always going to want to circle downwind. So I put the bait so where the most common wind is that's going to be downwind. So they're going to circle back in the bush. Now, you're looking at the drone shot up here. You notice how the heavy timber, the spruce and that, all taper down to a point? Well, right at the tip of the point where that trail, you can see the trail that comes through there, that's where Sandy caught her coyote. And it's back where the cross trails start is where the wolf actually was. You use the terrain and the trees and things like those trails and that, those are all focal points, and those are all reasons why we chose this spot in conjunction with the lake and the fact that they're going to circle in order to set up our snares and take advantage of the wolf and the wolf's behavior. Back of wolf bait number 2, the one far down south. Let's see if they've been around. Well, just a pup and mangy to boot. See the big old red belly. Hair's pulling off him everywhere. It seems like if it weren't for bad luck, I couldn't have any luck at all. He's just little. I'll show you here. As you can see, not very big, and in just terrible condition. Terrible, terrible, terrible. He's got no mane left. He's got nothing. I have to burn my gloves before I touch my dogs. I don't know. If it weren't for bad luck, I have no luck at all on these. I got him on the main trail and everything, and he went down quick. I mean, there's no waterhead, nothing like that, no big fight. Just Just one of those years, I guess, where there's a lot of mange running through the packs and that. But this is a different pack than the pack that Sandy took hers out of, and it was mangy as can be too. Yeah, and just fur is just pulling out of them. All right, well, let's get them out. See what else we got. Another question we get often is, how often do we check our wolf baits? If I could take you out on the line and show you, you'd understand that I can check most of them by driving by. And I really don't like to get any more intrusive than that than I have to. Every 4 days I go by, and it's that balance between being too intrusive and pushing game out of the area. I have seen places where wolves have left a fresh kill. One fellow I know took and moved a moose. Took and moved it, and the wolves had just killed it the night before. He took and moved it to a better place for snaring. Wolves never ever came back to it. Okay, so it's a thing that you gotta remember. Yes, the wolf knows that you are sharing the bait with them, or they're sharing it with you. Taking somebody new with you, though, can be the kiss of death on that bait. They've accepted you. If they're there eating in that, they've accepted you, but they may not accept the next person. So every 4 days seems to be a nice balance. The wolves don't last long when they get in the snare, and so it's just a matter of not having birds ruin anything.
Trapping Inc. is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Old Smokes Coffee, crafted coffee for the courageous. Get your favorite brew online at oldsmokescoffee.com. Argo, go anywhere. Argo Extreme Terrain vehicles conquer any season, any terrain. Join us online at argoxtv.com. Midland Radio, communication for every adventure. Find the all-new X-Talker online at gentech-intl.com. Alberta Outdoorsman Magazine, Alberta's only hunting, fishing, and trapping magazine.
Online at albertaoutdoorsman.ca.
You can keep up with all the action at trappinginc.com or join our Facebook and YouTube sites.
Here's another one here. Oh, there's hair coming out of it already. Oh yeah, another mangy one. It doesn't look like it's much more than a pup either. Ha! That is disappointing. You hate killing them when they're no good. But oh, there's fur everywhere here now. I see it. But the other side of it is that how long do they live through this stuff, right? What a major disappointment. 2 wolves, I should be doing cartwheels, but 2 wastes to haul away somewhere, I guess. Way it goes. Mother Nature isn't always the kindest. And she's not some little old lady out there baking cookies. This is crazy. This is where I dug your mangy wolf to. Oh, look at all the wolf poop here. So I don't know whether the pack ate their own or. But you know what? You take this. They drug it back in there. I'm going to go back in with a gun. Okay?
Okay. Wow. That's it? That's all that's left in it?
Yeah.
Holy.
Some kind of crazy Hunger Games going on this winter, huh?
Holy.
That's it. I drug this here 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
That's nuts. It's cold today too.
Well, I thought, I thought I would get it away from the bait. Everybody says that you scare them away and all that stuff. I don't think so. Unless we got more than one pack on that bait. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
There's just nothing left. Nothing. And it's wolves. I mean, there's just wolf craft everywhere. There's crazy, crazy, crazy. Well, let's go see the bait. Maybe we got some more wolves over there, Sam.
Bait?
That's kind of creepy, huh?
It's funny, we haven't heard them out here though.
Nope.
And this is not that far from the cabin. It's less than a mile.
But there are just so many wolf tracks here, just so many. I don't know, and I was throwing up.
I hope you enjoyed the first episode of season 5, and we look forward to seeing you down the line.